Sai Ram. Love you, mummy. That's all I get to say every day now. And, right about this time, I was sitting there holding your hand, mum. Didn't realize that I was walking you home, or at least that's how I felt as a child to you. Even though I know I'm an adult child at this point. But, mum, miss you. And, too bad that I didn't really have the chance to have the help to get your obituary up. Still haven't had it posted to the news journal and stuff. But I'm trying to make moves for you, Mom. And we talked about this as you passed, and I might have used a phrase like "want to be a good boy, bad boy, all of those boy, whatever." What did that mean? It really just meant that you've raised a good man, and that if for people that don't really know who you might be, I'm gonna hold a picture up of you, and that's Jody, right? Name means light, and she's definitely my light. My father was definitely my light, and my dad had passed away July 28th, 2003, and July 31st, my mom took her last breath, and pretty much this time frame, about 11:30 or 11 o'clock at night. And it's been hard, and it's been challenging, to say the least. However, Mom, what really made me miss you a lot this weekend, especially, was, wow, it's been 20 years. 20 years since I graduated. And, Mom, Nikki, a friend of ours, and you, of course, remember all the other friends, Kwame and all of us, and just talking to Nikki, and she knows who she is. And what was interesting is we remembered the graduation party that you helped throw, and still in my closet, I still have all the party favors, if you want to say. But it was impacts that you gave all of us to think about, and to let us be ourselves. You didn't hold back. You let me live my life the way I wanted it to live. I didn't have to go do bad things. If people always felt that good and bad, they didn't realize our relationship, Mom. And we've tried different foods and things together, and we've had our entertainment throughout life. I still remember you and me having a simple meal like beans and bread, but it wasn't beans and bread. It was the specific recipe that day that I remember like it was yesterday. We literally ate every single bean in that pot. But it was one of those things. It took you and me both to Africa, to let people know about you. You were from Uganda originally, right? And in today's world, it's a little bit better. We didn't have a situation like Idi Amin and stuff happened to us. And to learn the historical values from that. બીજાને બી કહેવાય કે ગુજરાતી બી બોલો તમે. ગુજરાતી બી આવડે છે. પણ આ યુટ્યુબમાં ગુજરાતી કેવી રીતે રમશે એ ખબર નથી પડવાની. Yes, people are like, what did he just say? But આપણા ઘરમાં આપણે ગુજરાતી કાયમ બોલતા હતા. તમે ઇંગ્લિશ બોલે પણ હું કાયમ ગુજરાતી બોલવાવાળો. Right? Mom, your blessings in those skills, those talents, those things that you showed me is what made me go forward, especially in India. I'm just thinking back that last year, this time, I was in India. Well, maybe not anymore. I came back already. But this time last year, I was just getting back. And to realize that there isn't going to be much left of, nothing left at least but memories. Because again, having this vision loss, you left me the radiation thing that you wore, or the sculpting of your body and your head when they did the radiation stuff. that to me was just so thoughtful, Mom. And I wanted to also recognize people in town right now. Haley, for example, is a woman that I met at Conklin the other day, and well, months ago. Her story was she needed radiation or she needed chemo because of cancerous issues. Thank you, Haley, for sharing that story. But guess what? My mom, that's all she wanted me to do for others. And that was a blessing that I was able to interact with you, to learn your story, to help you potentially get this cadence tablet or whatever might work best for you. And for all the people that are in town, I still remember Phoebe. You telling me about Phoebe. Hey, I met your friend at Dillard's and her mom, and then I just corresponded text messages, and I've corresponded with the class of 2005 recently over the weekend because it's our 20-year anniversary reunion. And to note that I used to walk from this same subdivision or apartment complex onto the bus and come back to, after classes in the same complex. It hurts. It hurts a lot because I still remember Dad. I still remember you as if you were here. But this video is for you, and this video is to celebrate you because not only that you're a great mom to me, you're a great friend to everybody around you because you kept on giving them friendship. There wasn't a pattern of, well, they didn't give enough, right? It's always selfless. And that skill or that trait has been now instilled into me. People don't have to give me anything. I don't expect anything. Respect is earned, as they say, right? And having that respect for my upbringing, I think is more valuable to me to see where I come from. Granted, we've had an interesting journey from coming from Africa in 1994 to this country, United States of America, to be citizens and to work in establishments like the old Destination Daytona before it became that. The point of working at Macy's as you did when it was Burdines, then went into Macy's for 19 years, then going into Dillard's after that. I understood you, Mom. I understood that you wanted that retail job. You wanted to meet people. I know that Embry Riddle could have been a great job at once upon a time, but not to say you didn't like students. You helped students out in other fashions, in other ways. And that's why even to this day, people in my friend circle remember you, especially. And, call her the cool mom. She would always make people laugh and this and that. But we all have as kids, don't want to be too this or that about our mom showing out kind of that way. But it wasn't about showing out or this and that. It's the values that we take and keep today. It was your blessings that you said that I'll fight my way through forward and I'll be okay. That was it. That's all I needed to hear. From hearing that, I don't know when employment will come by. I don't know when marriage will come by or if it ever will. Right? But it's knowing where I stand today because of you and Dad. Even if Dad was gone 20 years ago previous, well, you took me to India. We went through the different ceremonies. And I hope I was able to do the same for you when I went to India, for your ceremonies. I look forward to going back. Bindu Sarva Karamate. And other things, right? And to my foreign listeners, તમે બી સાંભળો કે મારી માં એવી હતી કે બધા માટે કામ કરી લેતી હતી. એને બી કશું જોતું હોય તો એ પહેલાં બીજાનું વિચારશે, રાઈટ? બીજાનું વિચાર્યા કર્યા વગર વિચાર એમનો કે સોના જેવો હતો કે તમે સારું બી કરતા હોય કામ કે ખરાબ બી કરતા હોય લોકો માટે, પણ she'll see through that. What I basically said is, if you're doing good or bad, She's going to see through what is that good and bad. And again, I come from the same tree as we don't judge people because everybody's going through different circumstances. So again, to say, what have I learned so far from where I'm at is, for one, cancer is a tough disease. Please get tested. To all the women and men out there, it doesn't matter. Cancer does not pick gender. You could have cancer at any time from any purpose. Breast cancer, metastatic breast cancer, prostate, brain, liver, lungs, throat, head cancer, as they call it these days. We just don't know, right? Our GI cancer, for example, pancreatic. My grandmother, your mom, she passed away from pancreatic cancer or pancreatitis, right? But again, was it cancer? Was it this or that? We don't know. And as my family in India says, Kudrat jane, right? I'll leave it to Kudrat. Kudrat is fate. Let fate take care of its remarks. All I am is happy that, you know what, my family in India are successful at what they're doing, learning what they do, showing their kindness as they should and as they are. Miss Moti Ben as well, because again, 3 weeks after we lost her. My family in America, we all doing what we have to do. I know Shale was engaged and supposed to get married soon and all that. So, congratulations to Shale. And, to all the uncles and aunts, New Jersey, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Florida, family, friends, as you all knew Jyoti, however you know her as. She was a powerful person, but then, as I remember Terry, her friend, saying, the sparkly eyes that my mom had. And that sparkle always made somebody's day, or if it was a tough day, she made you realize that, hey, take a step back and know what you already have in front of you before you think you don't have what you have. With my complex here, I remember her talking to Maria about it and saying, hey, look, you might have had vision issues, but that's not the end of the world. My son has been making it without vision. That was a great way to at least let others know that I'm capable of living my life because you understood it. And here we are, 2 years later. You're not here in my life. I don't have anyone in my life at this point, it feels like, right? I'm walking this alone because I would have loved to talk to you about it, or figure out the right ways, but it was always something. And our time always got taken away. It was either you keeping up with the family, trying to go to help the family in other ways, but you and I got left out of that agreement or situation, right? We got older. Yes, I got older. I felt successful, and I learned a lot from working in the nonprofit world in Orlando. Yes, I've made my mistakes in life, but mistakes are not, it's where do we go from this? And mistakes could be that we didn't buy a house in time together, right? I still take that as a goal of yours and Dad's, as I said in Dad's video as well, that maybe someday, somehow, the efforts leads to buying a house in your name, in Dad's name, in the purpose of why we moved to America. We moved to America because of education. And guess what? I've received plentiful of learning and education and understanding the world. The world as a different place as a whole, right? Zambia is not the same as it used to be, but it's not very different because it's the humans that live there. Kenya, same thing. Jambo bana, bari gani, mazuri sana. A little bit of Swahili that you still spoke till the last days. I remember singing that in, third grade, second grade? Goodyear Elementary? But these are the memories that I'm left with. I'm left with joyful memories of going to do shopping at Target, or not even Target, Kmart. You remember Kmart, Mom? Probably, like, y'all remember in the audience out there. But it was just one of those things where, hey, can I get this watch? Can I get the sneakers? I remember my Scottie Pippen shoes that you made sure I was able to get. It had Nike Air, and it said Air on the side of the shoe. But your motto was, well, my kid needs to be like anybody else's kid. Well, to my friends that I met this weekend and anybody who's watching this, hey, as women, you guys are doing excellent. You're being present. You're being there. My mom raised me at 15 because my dad passed away when I was 15. And I'm just grateful for who she's raised as a person. Granted, I wasn't able to give her kids. Granted, I wasn't able to give her a wife or a daughter-in-law. But I guess the journey does not end at that point if her life has ended in that namesake. Her spirit, her mentality, her teachings are still going to be around. And hopefully I'll find her cookbook, which I still can't find it. It had all of her recipes when she was like 30. I really, really want to find that because I have the access technology to read it, right? I have the tools to read her handwriting. It's just not having that book frustrates me. But maybe it'll come back to me somehow. Between the move and cleaning out the closet, so to speak, I was in shock that time. I was going through a lot in August of 2023. Here I am. I'm trying to make it day by day. Employment status is still kind of wobbly, Mom, but every day showing kindness that you've taught me to give others has been a fruitful reward every day. Infocom as a convention that I went to, or me just helping the locals here, or the Florida Council for the Blind convention. Again, those teachings, those professionalism skills, all of that came from you. Hey, that shirt doesn't look good on you. Hey, your hair is a mess. Go get your hair cut. They weren't nagging things for me at all. I know I had long hair for a long time there, and maybe Joanna is going to watch this in a bit. And guess what, Mom? Joanna is still cutting my hair after 27 years that we've known her. 28 years, let's say. But point being is the strength comes from the people. And the stories that I heard about you, for example, when hurricanes came, you told Joanna, hey, come on, stay at my place. It's okay. Joanna still remembers that, Mom. That these are your parents. And that is who I've become. I rather give rather than take. People thought I was taking from my mom or not putting my contributions, but people didn't realize the reality of how we're contributing to each other, how we were processing through vision loss. And for her, which was something brand new, having a kid with vision loss. But who cares? That's why you're here. Who cares? Who cares? That was her saying. That's why this channel is here. Who cares if you're going through hard times? Who cares? You'll make it. It's not to say who cares because we don't care about you. Who actually cares? I care. Who are you out there? The cares part. Which company really cares about our well-being being that I have vision loss? Who is actually willing to put their efforts to listen to this channel and support me? That's the cares part. You guys cares. No, it's bad grammar. You guys do care. And at the end, my mom got to realize that I might have something to say or make it look okay and whatever you guys think of this video. But she gave me that knowing that, wow, you know this stuff? You talk like this? You're this professional? She never got to see it. Right before she passed, in the month of May and June of 2023, she's sending me back home to go do an episode for, I think it was NAB, National Association for Broadcasters, or it might have been Cinegear, which is another conference for audio, video, and that kind of equipment, lighting, etc. But I'm a novice. I'm a blind guy, right? But it's putting my mind and heart to it. It's trying and buying new things. It's doing 289 episodes straight, but every morning to have breakfast with her, and every morning to have lunch with her after the show. It built schedule. It built this. I could have my own schedule if I had to work at home. I could do my own thing if I could just get this working. So again, with funding, it's always been a hard thing because you have to figure out, hey, well, I have MS. How do I figure these things out? Mom had that same trials and tribulations. I was gifted that opportunity to learn with her situation. Hey, how do I navigate Social Security? How do I do medical leave? How do I get a parking decal? How do I... You got to learn. I got to learn. And you got to learn from my mom every moment that you interacted with her. Like my friend English out in Orlando. I'm so grateful for him. My friend Alok in Orlando. I'm so grateful for him. Brenna, all you all. That Jyoti, my mom, gave you some kind of light, some way, somehow, that even to this day, these are the friends that still constantly keep in touch, constantly still keep on helping me, even when I'm in a jam. So just know, Mom, that I love you a lot and I miss you so much. But it's your traits, it's your skills, it's your everything that is now instilled into me. It's everything that Dad taught and put into me. Discipline, strictness, any of that. And hopefully, with that said, I grow to be even a better human than I am today. I will try to make a video every year now, since I have this channel and I have this platform and stage to do so. We will figure things out, Mom, together, because, again, your spirit is never going to leave me. And that goes for Dad's spirit, too. So every day, as I say, Sai Ram, love you, Mom. And I might say it 11 times. I might say it 3 times. I don't know. It's up to me that day. But as I say, Sai Ram, love you, Mom. Till we meet again, love you.